This new improved recipe for deliciously tender beef short ribs has a silky smooth gravy that is perfection. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make a great recipe. This is going to be oven braised short ribs. We're going to take 4 hours to make these, and the ingredients are great. The gravy is going to be silky smooth because we're going to use the first set of vegetables for 3 hours. They're going to be pulled out and they're going to be replaced with another set of onion, celery, and carrots. And so that means it'll be very tasty, and the vegetables will be fresh. The other ones will have given up all their flavor into the gravy. So what are our ingredients? Okay, we're going to have about 2 cups of beef broth, about a half a bottle of red, this is Cabernet wine, and 1 onion, 3 ribs of celery, 3 carrots. This is not going to go in. The mushrooms are going to go in on the last hour. We're going to use some brandy to flambe it. We're going to have we're going to have the whole head of garlic cut in half and put in there. About the whole tube, 4.5 ounces of tomato paste, some olive oil to brown the meat in. The herbs we're going to have, we've got about 10 sprigs of thyme, about 3 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 4 bay leaves, salt and pepper, and then about 1/3 of a cup at the very end, about 1/3 of a cup of flour that we're going to mix with very cold ice water to make the gravy thickened, and that's at the very end. And of course I've got about 4 or 5 pounds of short ribs. So I put salt and pepper on the one side of the short ribs. I'm going to put about a couple tablespoons of olive oil in here. We're going to go ahead and get this medium high after it gets warm, and then we're going to brown them. I got about 4 or 5 pounds of these, and what we're going to do is get one side brown and then turn them. And then when they're almost done completely on all sides, I'm going to put some brandy in there and light it up, which will add some intense flavors. I'm putting the side that I salt and peppered down.
So you can then salt and pepper the other side.
Right. In the pot.
Huh?
While it's in the pan.
Okay.
I do want to turn it down because I don't want to burn it. And they don't always all fit, but these are going to. I have a little bit less than I normally cook. And I got them all in there. All right. So now we're going to salt and pepper the other side. All right, I've got everything brown. Now, I would say this to you. You should probably put less meat in a pot like this. Do it in 2 batches. It'll brown faster, it'll brown better. You really won't save time by doing what I did. And usually I do it that way, but I'm trying to get going here. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of brandy in here. There we go. Do I have any beard left? How about eyelashes?
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows. All right. And I'm going to do it one more time. All right, that's perfect. That adds a sweetness to it. It tastes great. Looking to see if we're burning anything down. Make sure you know where your fire extinguisher is. You can skip that step, but this does add flavor. I mean, it absolutely adds flavor. And when you burn it like that, the alcohol's gone. All right, so we're gonna take the meat out and start our vegetables. Meanwhile, get your oven on 300 and it'll be ready to go by the time you get the vegetables done and everything back in this Dutch oven. And we got a nice bunch of brown. Look at the bottom of that pan. All that's flavor. All those brown bits in there. Total flavor. That's all coming off. Put our vegetables in. That's 1 onion. That's a yellow onion. 3 ribs of celery. 3 carrots. Those are all big pieces. This is all going to cook. These are going to give up the ghost for this. They're going to cook for 3 hours with the meat, and then they're going to be tossed out. They're going to be strained out, and then we'll start over with a little better chop on the vegetables because those we're going to actually eat. These are just for flavor. All right, so we don't really need to sweat these down all the way. We're just going to get them started. Now I'm going to put in essentially the contents, 4.5 ounces of tomato paste, Most recipes that I've seen don't call for this much, but I think this adds an incredible amount of flavor, and I like a lot of it in there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna brown that just a little bit, along with the vegetables. And the brown bits are gonna start coming up, but they'll really start coming up once I put the wine in there. All right, that's got it just about where we want it. It's time to put the wine. This will deglaze the pan. Again, we're gonna put in about half a bottle of Cabernet. And that's not quite that. About 2 cups of beef broth. I've got bone broth. It's got more the protein. If you look on the side or on the box, you'll see it. It'll say how many grams of protein. If it says 1.5 or 3, whatever, that's probably not going to be very tasty. So this particular one has 10 grams of protein. So obviously that's going to have a lot more flavor. Look at the deep richness of this, of the color of this already. All right, so now we're ready. We're going to bring that up to a boil. We're going to bring our meat and start packing it in there. I've got my garlic cut in half. Just don't worry about it. Just throw that in there because, like I said, this is all going to get strained for the last hour. All right, it's time to put our meat in there. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. And look how nicely brown this is. This is, and you know we're pouring all this juice back in there, right? All right, so I'm gonna put a little more wine in there because I want it, we don't need to cover it. That's good right about there. And here comes the 4 bay leaves, 10 sprigs of thyme, 3 sprigs of rosemary. And again, I'm gonna mix this up some. And we've almost got this boiling again. It's starting to get nice and hot. This is ready to have the top go on. It's ready to go in. 3 hours and we'll bring it back out. So we've cooked this for 3 hours in the oven and we're ready now to take out the spent vegetables and replace them with the vegetables that we're going to eat. And so we're gonna strain this, but first, and have a look at that though, okay? This is 3 hours. It's not done yet, but it's already starting to fall off the bone. It's looking fantastic. Another hour to go. We're gonna take the meat out, and those are looking fantastic. We're not gonna worry about taking off the grease yet. We're gonna do that at the end. I am gonna take the herbs out before I put it back. Look at that. It's already falling off the bone. These are gonna be fantastic. In another hour, they'll be unbelievable. We want to take all this off. We just want the juice remaining. And then we're gonna add the new vegetables, put the meat back in, put it back in for an hour, and now we add the mushrooms. All right, it's time to strain. Here we go. There's a lot of oil, a lot of grease. That's okay. We're getting rid of all of that. For right now, we're getting rid of all of the solids and just pure juice. We'll set this in the sink, and now I put the juice back in. This is gonna be fantastic. This is gonna be our gravy eventually. Onions in, this is 1 full yellow onion. This is actually 4 carrots sliced on the diagonal, and 4 ribs of celery on the diagonal, and 8 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms. And we're gonna put the meat back in, and we don't need to add the herbs back with it. Just put the meat back in. And then in 1 hour, we're gonna take the fat off of here and make the gravy. I'm gonna go ahead and put that bone back in because that's just flavor right there. All right, so we've got the 3 bones left. I'm gonna leave these out. Those onions are spent. This is tender. All right, 1 more hour and this will be ready to take off some of the grease and make the gravy and serve. Searing, then slowly simmering tough cuts of meat traces its heritage to ancient times in Europe and Asia. In Europe, the French braised beef in red wine. In Asia, Koreans tenderized meat by simmering slowly over long periods of time to make tough meat tender and delicious. Beef ribs, which were plentiful, became a popular cut for the slow braising method of this kind of cooking. Today, we're braising short ribs for a total of 4 hours for falling off the bone tenderness. All right, we have Marshall Heileman, son of Mrs. Brooks, doing a fantastic job on these potatoes.
Poor kid. Every time he comes over, we make him mash the potatoes.
It's what listen, he's got it down.
But,
he's absolutely, look at this. Those are perfect.
Biceps
right there.
like that.
Perfect.
My right arm's sore from playing tennis.
Yeah, mine.
Right.
I'm sore.
Work it out, mash
I'm sore from getting out of bed this morning, so I'm good. I'm good. All right. Okay, 4 full hours, 1 hour on the new vegetables, and we're ready to open it up. Marshall, come have a look at this. Look at those things. I mean, you know those are falling off the bone, right? I mean, they're already off the bone. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the meat out and some of the vegetables, and then I'm going to take some of the grease off of this, and then we're going to make the gravy. I've got the gravy ready to go. This was ice cold water with the ½ cup of flour. It's all mixed up, smooth, no lumps, and we're going to do that, and we'll be right back. All right, so we have the meat out and most of the vegetables. We still have a few. I'm going to put them into this. This is a great thing. OXO makes this is perfect because all the grease comes up to the top, and then you pour from the bottom, and you can leave as much grease as you want to. All right, Marshall, if you will, go ahead and pour that in there into this here. I don't know if it'll all fit. If it doesn't, we'll do 2. I think it's going to go in there. This is going to be fantastic gravy. There you go. It's going to all fit. Go ahead, you got it. I can tell. It's going to absolutely fit in there. Perfect. All right, so now we got to decide how much, we do want some grease, okay? So we're going to take this off. I'm going to keep those vegetables, and we're seeing it separate. It'll take a second or two for it to come up. We got about 1/4 inch right now. We'll take this off. We'll pour this back in. And all the grease will stay on top. And we're looking at now about 3/8. If you look at this, it takes a minute for it to separate out. And I think that's good right there. We've got enough oil to mix with the flour water to make a nice gravy, and that's what we're going to do next, and we'll put it all together. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this boiling. And then we're going to put and this was done with ice water and flour, ½ cup of flour, about 1 cup of ice water. Look at that. There's no lumps in here. And this is going to be great. We're going to get this boiling though. I want this nice and warm. And this is so good because it doesn't have a lot of grease. It's got just enough to make the gravy. And then we're going to put everything together. All right, keep stirring that. Don't mess this up. All right. This is going to taste so good because this is reduced since it's been in the oven with all those flavors. All right, so this is way more flour water than we need. All right, and it's absolutely boiling. Okay, so I'm going to drizzle this in and you keep stirring. And we're going to go to when we get it as thick as we want. See how it's getting thicker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We don't want it too thick, okay? We wanted a nice, silky, smooth gravy, like I promised you in the beginning. All right, this is probably gonna be it. Just a little more. And that is it. Turn the fire off, it's ready to go. We're gonna put this all together on a platter. We got the potatoes done, everything's gonna come together, and we're gonna taste it. All right, so we're gonna add some of this rich, silky smooth gravy. And of course, we're gonna put some in a bowl so you can have a little bit more. Put there's a start. And we're ready to taste it. All right, so you're wondering which part? Right there looks good.
Right there, right
I
there.
was thinking, you want to taste it?
Yeah, well,
Do it.
okay.
A little gravy on it.
Yeah,
Dip it in the gravy.
okay,
Dip it in the gravy. All right. Here we go. Is that all right? That's 4 hours. That's good. I'm hearing some sounds that sound like it's going to be okay.
I don't even want to keep talking. I want to keep eating.
Oh, that's super. All right.
Better with the potatoes.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm happy with that.
That's good.
Come try a bite.
That's elite.
That's tender. The gravy's silky. And this isn't all of it. This is just what we have right now on this platter with the gravy. Hey, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And you get to say it. It'll be Lawyer in the Kitchen. Your mama usually does it, okay? And if you like this video, I'll see you next time on
While you're in the kitchen.